Welcome back to part 4 of the Alaska-Asia adventure. Story picks back up on September the 12th in the Bering Sea. And we just got out of the Aleutian Island chain, which was a little bumpy, and it's time for dinner. So let's get back into this adventure. Adventure if you can. So dinner was pretty good. Usually is. I didn't show it to you because I was in there with people that just seemed rude. Look at that ocean. Isn't that awesome? Let's go see what else is going on.
Hey! Alright, well then help me welcome to the stage the amazing Buddy Fitzpatrick!
On the highway and you look in your rearview mirror and you see this coming at you. Well, I'm starting to get nervous because what I'm used to is, what about that one over there? That was I was oh, you're gonna we should have left. No idea what she's saying when she talks to me. I have to pick out little pieces. And I got that today at work and everything. There's this guy and everything. He's like, oh my god, hair and everything. It's like, really? A lot of hair and everything? It was like, yeah, really, hair and everything. He had to go with her in the refrigerator. I was like, I'm Howard. He was like,
wasn't that comedy show really funny? Buddy is very funny. I got the chance to meet him. All right, my mom said there's another chance at the lights tonight. So let's put this camera back out there and see if we can get him this time. Well, good morning. Another try at the lights and another. Those clouds are kind of cool, right? With the like really bright and like with the fog rolled in. Kind of good. Believe it or not, it's Saturday the 14th of September. It's breakfast time. And also a work day because it's Friday in Virginia. So, hey, time travel. Let's go get some food. This is really funny. This was waiting. I got back to the room because we skipped Friday the 13th. So as funny as that is, that it's Saturday where I am, it's still Friday at work. So let's do some. Want to feel small? Go on an ocean cruise and just see the vastness of the ocean. So, work is going good. Let's do some more of that. Well, all right. Now that a little bit of fitness is done and it's Friday night, that means it's time for the weekend. And let's go swimming because the waves are rocking and that looks fun. Those waves were fun, weren't they? Let's go get some lunch. That is some rough ocean. I heard it's going to get a little rougher later. Blows the pool. Was waves exciting? So, you've been following me for a while. You know that usually when I do a cross-country trip, I start to feel smaller around Kansas. You know, pretty small. Get on an ocean when it is eating you up. You'll feel so small. So it's rocking so much that they closed the outer deck on the fourth deck. We're rocking and rolling here. Definitely my first ocean cruise. All right, so as I, meet and find amazing people all over the world now, this is Gabe. He's really good at chess, and he keeps beating me. I have not beat him yet. And also, just to make him embarrassed and talk about it, my friend Karen thinks he's quite cute. Just wanted to throw that out to the entire internet.
Only because I'm good at chess.
Not because no. She didn't even know we played chess at that point.
Joking.
She just saw him and she's like, who's that cute guy? So anyway, this is Gabe's last big trip before he's going to go work for the government, right?
It is.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
exciting.
Yeah.
So what made you pick this trip?
My dad chose it, and he
Oh.
offered me a free spot, and I said, good enough reason to join.
Who says no to a free trip around Alaska and to Japan? Why would you do
Why
that?
not? Yeah.
All right, so anyway, this is Gabe, and he's probably going to beat me in chess again, but let's find out. Well, as you saw, Gabe beat me again. That was the third and fourth time he's beaten me. I have not beaten that guy one time. He's really good. So, with my sad eating and playing, let's see what else is next. Well, good morning from the Pacific Ocean, just to the east of Russia, actually, like way over there. It's Sunday, September 15th. Let's go get some breakfast. All right, so as I keep meeting just amazing people on this this adventure, just a little bit ago, I showed you that great comedy show, which was really good. This is the comedian. This is Buddy. So he's from New York, and he was telling me just how many comedians that he's gotten to know, and just how the industry works there, and just how much determination it takes to actually get to this level, to where you're actually doing shows. So
I never think of me on a level. Isn't that funny?
Okay.
I'm just doing it.
You're just doing it.
But all those other comics that are famous, I look at them on that level. The level that I've never made.
And I sit here and think, hey, look at this level that you made.
Yeah, but it's a perspective, because not everyone can work on a cruise ship and make a living out of it, so you're right.
Yeah. So, I mean, my level is I tell jokes to like 2 people. So,
As long as they laugh.
that's right, hopefully, as long as they laugh.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, how did you get into this? How did you want to be a comedian?
I never wanted to be a comedian. I always wanted to be an actor.
Okay.
But I also didn't want to wait tables, drive a cab. I always wanted to work in the business.
Okay.
So, and be on the stage or in front of the camera. I didn't want to be stage crew or anything.
Okay.
So I started doing comedy just to get on stage, just to have an outlet. And it took me years to realize that I can actually write, and if I'm honest, and tell stories. So I grew into the art form of it, but I never had the urge to do it.
Okay. Well, would you encourage others?
Are we still on?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Would you encourage others? That's gonna be in there too. Would you encourage others to I guess follow their dreams? Like what You said you didn't really have a dream being a comedian, but it was like it just kind of became your job. I didn't actually have a dream of being a programmer either. It just kind of happened.
You fall into it, yeah. I guess we all end up doing what we're supposed to do, but comedy is looked at as stepping stone, which I guess I don't like, yet I did it. There are people that I know who are doing comedy. They have other jobs, real jobs, and they think it's fun. It's become this boom. Like in the 70s, I think there were 16 comics. Now there are hundreds of thousands of so-called comics, just because you get on stage and do 5 minutes, but they're not making a living out of it. So it's become this almost like you know, I want to take up sword fighting just to see if I can do it. Same kind of feeling for it.
Okay.
But I would encourage people, yeah, sure, if they want to do it, to do it. It in a lot of ways it demeans it, because clubs, not ships, but clubs will hire them because they're so inexpensive. All right, do 5 minutes up front, but then the show suffers. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so what I got out of that was, if you want to be a comedian, there is a very large pool of comedians.
Very large. It's an ocean. It used to be a pool. Now it's an ocean. Yeah.
Okay, follow your dreams. Just know how big your pool is.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, buddy.
Thank you. That's it? Oh my God, that's awesome. Thank you. Enjoy.
One of the most interesting stories on this ship. I just also found out that my buddy's flying back. He's got 3 flights back to back. So Japan to Tokyo, Tokyo to San Fran, and San Fran to New York, all back to back. Sounds like a long commute home, doesn't it? But that's not for us. And for us, we're gonna have some cake. Well, all right. I went for a wonderful swim after that tasty treat. Now it's salad time and time to process part 3 of this story. So let's do that. Morning. It's Monday, September the 16th. Still at sea, and part 3 was published and pushed up, so hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Be sure to see this way later. And it's a beautiful sunrise here in the Pacific Ocean, definitely. Tomorrow we get to land in northern Japan. But for today, it's Sunday at home, Monday here, and let's see what's going on. Moon. Look at that moon. So it's been a pretty chill day at sea today. Not much happens because you so showed you us at sea. So getting ready to go watch some question and answers with that really cool weird accordion thing. Like, it's really cool, like the music that that performer makes. Her name's Annie. So let's go find out more about Annie.
I'm very excited to have her here, so please give her the biggest round of applause. She deserves a warm welcome, and help me welcome Annie G. You have a fan base here, Annie. You have a fan base.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't put all your egg into one basket. But if you only have one egg, what do you do?
Good question.
That was 5,000 kids in the sports stadium. So I remember I was so nervous. My leg is shaking. I said, "Oh my God, it's such a big place."
That's a lot, 5,000. Yeah. And then what happens on this side here, on the left side?
And on this side, we have, you see, as a piano, we have 88 keys. But the accordion on my right hand side only have 41 keys. But I make it up with my left hand side.
Okay.
It's 120 buttons. So got to memorize all that.
Wow. But then you said it took me 10 years, 1,400 different sounds, pieces of music instruments.
Yes.
And then how do you know which one you want? Because do you also just memorize all of that? What? Wow.
Yes, that's why I can remember almost everything in the instrument,
Yeah.
but I can't remember anything else.
It's the only thing you know.
So we just saw, amazing Annie, by the way, this is Annie. And we're also sitting next to all the rest of the fabulous entertainment chaps.
Hello.
Tap chaps and community down there. It's awesome. And of course, there's more on stage in just a second. So let's watch that. So that was a great show. I couldn't show you any of it because there was no filming allowed for that one. But it was good. They did this like 20s flair edition of Flappers and stuff. Good show for sure. It's time for dinner. So dinner was good. I didn't show it to you because I was talking to some great folks. They were telling me about their RV travels, which was really great. Like a big RV caravan to Alaska and stuff. Meet some really great people on these things, so encouragement to go out and see the shows, meet the people. Let's see what's next. This might make my meeting that's soon be a problem. Good morning. So the internet finally came back up, thankfully. I didn't make that meeting because the internet was down, but that sometimes happens when travel, I guess. So it's real early here. It's around 6 a.m. on Tuesday, 17th July. It's time for breakfast. Let's go get some. So here at the first port of Japan, we got to stop by immigration and then we get off the ship. So let's finally go do that because the number was called. All right, immigration passed. Let's go. I'm very happy to be on my own. Welcome to Kiroshiro. Is that how I say it? I don't know how to say it. We only got a couple hours to walk around since immigration took quite a while this morning. So we got maybe 2 hours. Let's go see what we can find in this city in about 2 hours. So welcome to, I guess the upper view of Curioso. I think that's how you say it. It's kind of a strange feeling. Like I haven't been solo outside of the United States in almost 20 years. So I guess I'm saying that to say, face your fears, do the adventure. And if you don't have somebody to go with you, do it anyway. Let's see what else we got. I know everybody's anxious to see the non-Western toilet, so let's go look. Let's see if we can go in this castle thing. So I met this fine gentleman last night, and he was telling me the craziest stories. This one story in particular was basically he was in Canada with his RV, and he got drafted into a reality TV show.
That is correct. That was in 2001 in Ottawa at the Canadian Exposition that was down by the river. And while we were there, two guys walk in, said, "We'll drive, if you drive us to Montreal, we'll pay for your gas." And the next thing I know, there's a TV camera pointing at me. And I look at the wife, the camera moves over to her. I said, "You want to go?" She goes, "Well, sure, why not?" And the guy goes, "Oh, great." Says, "But there's a problem. We've got an RV and we've got a little tracker." And he goes, "Oh, wow, we haven't been in an RV." So we ended up going back to the campground, checking out a day early. They gave us our money back, believe it or not.
Oh, wow.
We get in the car and get the RV set. We hop in the RV and hit the highway for Montreal. Well, unbeknownst to us, it wasn't Montreal. It was Valcourt. And if you've heard of Bombardier, you know Valcourt. And I'll go on, Bombardier, Bombardier, Skidoo, the original ski dog, the snowmobile. And it was supposed to have been called Ski Dog, except there was a typo at the printer and it ended up being Skidoo.
Really? I didn't know that.
And bottom line was, we got them to the museum, they called the producer, they got it extended. Unfortunately, they were all French Canadian. We couldn't understand them, they couldn't understand us. But they went through the museum, we kind of followed them. They got their next clue, which was Hotel Chateau Frontenac in Quebec City.
Oh.
And we ended up and we drove them to Quebec City, dumped them off in the rain at 12 o'clock at night. People all over the place on a Wednesday night. It was crazy, and that's what I found out. Canadians party every
They party
night of the
all
week,
night,
yeah.
right? Doesn't matter.
Finally got out of town after talking to a cop that couldn't understand us, and made it to a campground with 3 kids still in the booth, and told us where to park. And that's pretty much the story, except for the next morning when they knocked at our door. I thought to collect the money, and it wasn't. It was another French Canadian staying in the park, had seen our Michigan license plate and wanted to practice his English.
Well, good.
So that's it.
So I guess that what I was really interested about when he told me the story was how just open to the universe he was. Basically, he was like, "Sure, why not? Let's do it."
Well, and this is it. I'll tell you. I turned 51 in October. I retired in November, and that was over 24 years ago. And people say, "Well, how could you retire so early?" And I said, "I made the kids have beer in their cereal and save the milk money." Because you don't want to get rid of your beer money. So,
Well, there you go.
so
I guess that's the message.
yeah, and that was the start of, we had sold everything and hit the road full time.
Yeah, you did it for 2 years, right?
I did it for 2 years. Yeah, the wife got a little tired and was missing the kids, you know. And that's another tip too, you know, when your kids get older and you're trying to get them to not come back so often. We finally had to hire a Japanese lady to sit there, and when they put their key in the door, she opened the door. "No, no, no, don't live here no more."
Okay, I think I'll catch you there. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So whenever you're, out in the world or whatever, if it's just vacation, if it's wandering, if it's just going to the supermarket, talk to people, because they have the most interesting stories. And it's great, at least for me. And I hope that also inspires you to adventure more and, see what the universe has in store for you. But maybe not beer in the cereal. Let's see what's next. What do y'all think? It's yes, TV. Yes, we have TV. Well, all right, this reflective bridge is about as much time as we got left out here. It's about 2:15. The last bus is at 3:30. And I'd say it's probably about a 20-25 minutes walk to where that is. So let's give ourselves a little time for that line. Let's go. Ah, caw, caw, caw. No, no caw for me. You were just talking. Look at this thing. Sounds cool. So I didn't turn my phone on to make it more of an adventure, but I did just find out that there's a 7-Eleven close by, and of course, nostalgia, so let's go check that out. So the crosswalk person wears a hat. There you go. There's some of the stuff that they sell at 7-Eleven in Japan. Next time I take you one, it'll be in Tokyo. So some kind of interesting stuff is in that one. All right, let's get back to the ship. So I just noticed this yellow thing in the walkway. I think it's probably for blind people. It's like Braille, where you one way is straight and then there's buttons and it's a change. Isn't that cool? It's a clever idea. Look at that line. That's why we came back early.
Where's this one?
You could sit on the handlebar.
Passenger. Well, all right, back on the ship. All right, let's go drop this bag off and get some food. Well, isn't that just a fantastic sunset and a perfect way for us to sunset on episode 4? And that's it from Japan. I'll see you guys on the next one.